Yeah. Yeah. I think America about to win, but this team hard that we want to play. Who these people here? This Asian girl singing. There's too much shit going on. After a Future was performing, when they bring out this girl, what I got in America? Let's go. United States, you better win. All this performing, all this bullshit. Who ain't got performing now?
That was Anita, Lisa, and Rema with Goals, one of the official songs of the FIFA World Cup here in 2026. What did you make of it, chaps?
It was a great performance. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music, and I hope the US team can perform at the same level.
Oh.
I mean, we had the future on the pitch, we have the present here.
And the next six fall off the pass.
Let's go!
Looks like got the future there.
I thought that was like, I thought that was awesome. We brought you the future. Let's go. That was awesome.
My nether regions are still vibrating from the base. My goodness. Wow. That was something. I can feel it up here all over the place.
And it's only the afternoon here in California. This atmosphere, as I say, continues to grow. You can just see behind us, people are taking their seats. They want to see every single part of this. The anticipation, of course, is building for the first men's World Cup match. Can you believe it? In the United States in 32 years. So here's our top
They
announcer.
making this thing. Oh man.
These United States fans will experience before, during, and
That's all
after
32
rooting
years.
on their country on the game's biggest stage.
You gotta win.
The maps we make, dividing this land, countryside to canyon, badland to bayou, into a canvas
I
of
know.
states.
What's that?
But this summer, we're citizens of an interior geography, the United States of being. Start with the state of
You
anticipation.
gotta win.
4 long years giving way to 39 days, where countries hold their breath and offer their prayer.
We're not gonna win that thing.
Then, a simple kick
Huh?
ignites our state of anxiety.
As long as we get out this group base, we gotta win our
And
group.
straight passes. Official
Let's
reviews
talk about
and
turkey
reviews,
nights. Turkey nights.
cresting hopes and hard falls. Until A sudden strike through the air, delivering us on high into our state of ecstasy.
Messi won, look. He won 4 years ago.
How many states of panic and despair, euphoria and bliss, confusion and relief, exhaustion and enlightenment? For 39 days, they form an emotional homeland, bound this World Cup by one united state of wonder.
Messi lifting that trophy in Qatar just 4 years ago. The memories that this tournament evokes, the emotions, everything that goes with the World Cup. Again, they're getting set for more ceremonies behind us right now. Clint, take us through some of your indelible World Cup moments.
The first moment I ever saw was a VHS from the World Cup. Was 1986 World Cup, watching Diego Maradona dribble through England. And score that amazing goal. Obviously, I wasn't able to watch it in real time. I only been 3 years old at that time, and I watched it later down the road. But also, a big moment for me was being in high school, 2002, and watching this guy right here score the second goal against Mexico, 2-0, and getting us to the quarterfinals.
Well, I'm going to repay that because one of my greatest is, unfortunately, I wasn't in Brazil with you guys, but 30 seconds into the game against Ghana, you dribble in and score. And, like, those are powerful moments for us as guys who love to play and have played the game for a long time. The other one for me was in 98. My high school math teacher, I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to get her in trouble. She allowed me to turn on the TV, Rob, and watch the game during class. And 98% of the kids in the class were like, what the hell are we watching soccer for? And I was like, can you please turn on the game? These amazing moments where everything stops because you want to watch the World Cup.
But that 2%, really appreciate it.
Yes,
Real quick, the U.S. team, they were behind us moments ago. They're in that locker room. They're going to come out onto the field momentarily. What is happening at this moment, at this juncture, leading into a World Cup game? We're locked in. The hate is in the barn, what we say. You're ready for this moment. You know, the work's been done. You just got to go out there and do your thing.
Yeah, and I used to, like, in games that weren't that exciting or it was a midweek league game, whatever, I needed music that would get me going. Today's the opposite. Like, I need, like, chill.
Need to be brought
Bring
down.
the energy down because you know when you step out on the field, you see this crowd, it's going to be
How
insane.
do you bring yourself down?
Music.
Breathe.
Breathe. Because the minute you step out here, I mean, like, we're excited being here. You can't help it. And they're going to feel that when they get out here.
Just take a sabbatical to Vietnam. That'll do it as well.
It was Cambodia.
Cambodia. They both sound like great places. We'll visit both of them after the World Cup. Landon, Clint, boy, we're here.
Well, y'all got the World Cup, y'all.
Building inside now as they're starting to move from outside. We're just about an hour till kickoff between the U.S. and Paraguay here in L.A.
Scotland.
There's watching the world's best. And then there's experiencing the world at its best with Platinum. Kick off your journey in the quiet comfort of the largest global airport lounge network. Lose yourself in incredible destinations with the largest curated global hotel program. And leave with a memory that lasts long after you return. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Platinum. If you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me.
Aw, that's cute. I'm gonna be iconic. Então se liga. Eu vou ser o maior artilheiro da Copa. Ei, cara, sai do meu sonho. Argentina, bro.
The future is already here. The next starts now.
Is David's backyard ready for the FIFA World Cup? Maybe he'll build it, like Beckham. Where they moved here, David's going to the Home Depot for the assist. David can flip it like Rich. Paint it like Patricia. Deliver it like Dan.
Oh, my V-Hugs. This is so relaxing.
Wrapped it like Max.
Or watch it all happen just like Josh.
Very happy to help.
For 60 years, Schmelz Countryside has been helping drivers find the perfect way to move. From the fun and ultra-compact Fiat Topolino, offering easy electric mobility that's perfect for urban adventures, to the sporty Alfa Romeo Tonale, featuring standard all-wheel drive and unmistakable Italian performance, and the versatile Volkswagen Atlas with 3-row seating and room for up to 7 passengers. Whatever you're looking for, Schmelz Countryside has a solution. Celebrate our 60th anniversary with special offers happening now at Schmelz Countryside.
Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Who y'all got in the World Cup? Who y'all got? Who y'all got?
So here's where he's at right now after his comprehensive assessment testing. Based on this, he does qualify for special education services.
Yeah, come here for a second. You got this. Try again. In a world that measures what some can't do, keep showing us what you can.
FIFA World Cup 2026 today on Fox is presented by Google. It is a gorgeous day in Los Angeles, the perfect setting for the United States to begin their 2026 FIFA World Cup campaign. The Americans are going to be kicking off Group D against Paraguay very shortly. Los Angeles Stadium is the site for this one. It's also where the US will play their final group game against Turkey. But first, they seek 3 points against South American opposition today. The US men taking part in their 12th all-time World Cup. That's them in the locker room right now. Mauricio Pochettino's men determined to make this a special summer with an entire nation rooting them on. But Paraguay, well, they are looking to spoil the party, aren't they, in LA? They're back in the World Cup for the first time since 2010 and ready to prove they belong on the game's biggest stage.
Rooted in our soil. But with the practice of patience and the care of cultivation, through weather, labor, and time, the blades of grass form and then transform. A sun farm to a playing field, to the countryside, to a betting stage, a patch of land to a common ground. The World Cup begins on this grass. But watch how it grows into a place that transcends language, into an event where cultures bond through competition and rise in celebration, compelled by a simple ball and a beautiful game. These long fields, serving as the grandest stages on earth. These measured rectangles, gleaming theaters, with unscripted plays that allow us this gift to understand one another through motion and rhythm. An emerald canvas where every chant has a place. For 100
America, we are a solid team.
For 39 days, countries come together and we connect
39 days.
For a common goal, a common good, on our common ground.
Our thanks to Matthew McConaughey. His film The Rivals of Isaiah King is in select theatres August 14th and nationwide August 21st. Well, it is an occasion 32 years in the making, and we are now less than an hour away. A warm welcome to Fox Sports coverage of the first men's World Cup match in the United States since 1994. I'm Rebecca Lowe alongside French World Cup winner. There he is, Thierry Henry, Sweden's all-time top goal scorers, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Alexi Lalas, who started for the US in that 1994 World Cup that we refer to when we say 32 years since the World Cup was back on home soil. A little bit of team news for everybody. For United States fans, Chris Richards, a really important defender for the US, was injured a few weeks ago with his club side at the end of the cup season. He did his ankle ligaments. It was going to be a race against time checks, wasn't it? To see if he's going to be fit. Can confirm he has won that race. And Chris Richards starts today in the heart of that back line for the US. Alexi, how big?
Huge news, huge news. Big, tall defender with a lot of hair. Bring it on, baby, bring it on. But when it comes to this U.S. team, there are concerns and weaknesses when it comes to the defense, especially on the counterattack today. So having a guy like Chris Richards with his speed, his ability to put out fires, huge news.
It's the emotion right now. Is it not less than an hour to go? It's the emotion for all of us. It's the emotion for the fans. Is it the emotion for the players, Thierry?
But now you have to be in front of yourself. Right? You know what you need to do. The coach will come in the dressing room. We'll talk about some little points that he needs to address, and then you have to drive the car. It's on you to go out there and perform. You know what? I was there when they lost against Panama. When that team lost against Panama, they were at their lowest. The stadium was empty. Everybody came to see Mexico, Canada. Well, everybody came to see you. Everybody came to see you today. You have to perform. Stay in your lane, like I said all the time. Keep your emotion and make sure you perform, because this place is ready to erupt, and the country too. So all the very best.
Zlatan, we heard from the chaps pitch side, they talked about maybe there's music in the dressing room, maybe there's not. Maybe Mauricio Pochettino does a big speech, maybe not. Take us inside the dressing room in this moment. What do you think is going on right now?
After preparation, everybody has his own routine, preparing for the game, under the stretch, they get massage, somebody's listening to music, somebody might joke around, or then it comes a moment when Pochettino will gather everybody and he's going to do his motivation speech. And then from there, out to the warming up, and then there is nobody else helping. It's here on the pitch, and you got to drive the car, like Thierry said. This is going to be incredible. They've already kind of walked out and checked out the scene here, but it keeps going up, and it keeps going up with American fans. This is going to be 70,000 American fans. This is just going to be bursting at the seam with America, and I think that is going to propel this team. Because let's be honest, over the years, a game in Los Angeles with featuring the U.S. national team, it hasn't always been like this. But man, oh man, America is showing up.
Yeah, that's exactly what Thierry Henry was just saying. It hasn't always been like this, but this for an entire generation of Americans, they will never have seen anything like this. Now, for our keys to the match, sponsored by Jeep, we're going to send it back over to Roxanne. Rob, it's all yours.
Guys, thank you. We're back down on the field. Clint Dempsey, Landon Donovan here with you. The American goalkeepers warming up right behind us. Matt Freese will get the start. The other news that's come out, Chris Richards will start on the back line for the U.S. men's national team. He last played 26 days ago. 2 torn ligaments in his left ankle. Are you all right with that decision, Clint?
Yeah, I'm all right with that. It's a huge boost for this team. He's such a smart player. I'm glad that he's getting back. I've had another great season, won another trophy, and this team has been struggling on the back a little bit. They've conceded 11 goals in the last 4 games. And having someone with his composure back there will settle things down a little bit, and I think put us in a better situation to get a result from tonight.
He's an excellent defender. He's also a great leader and a great presence, and he's got a little bit of nasty to him, and that really helps us. To your point, too, 3 clean sheets in the last 20 games. Not good enough. When you come to a World Cup, you have to be really good defensively, and this gives them a huge boost.
Let's talk about Matt Freese getting the nod. There was conversation between Matt Freese or Matt Turner, 2 goalkeepers who play in Major League Soccer. Freese will get the nod. Why do you think Pochettino went with it?
Well, we all read a little too much into Matt Turner getting the start in the second to last lead-up game. But looking back now, that was a bit of a team that was not going to be the starting team. The team against Germany and Chicago was the starting team. So that tells me he knew Matt Freese was going to be the guy. He's given him tons of games over the last couple of years, Deuce, and you knew that he was going to be the guy.
Paraguay coming out, you hear the pop in the crowd. Right now, the U.S. will be following them closely. Flint, your thoughts on Matt Freese getting the nod and goal?
Yeah, I mean, this player that Pochettino thinks is the best keeper to get the job done. I'm not there in training to see who's performing better or what have you. I will say Matt Turner performed well against Senegal. That's good to see, getting that confidence back. And also, he's somebody who's performed well in the last World Cup. So it's good to have that as an option to step up. So I'm looking forward to it.
U.S. still waiting for them to come out of the tunnel. The eruption that will happen here, close to 70,000 on hand here in LA for the first World Cup game on American soil in the men's division since 1994. Plenty more still to come on the pregame, including this.
Coming up, Tom Rinaldi on Mauricio Pochettino's desire for his own miracle. We'll tell you why Christian Pulisic is eager to shine in Los Angeles. Plus, we'll tell you why the U.S. opener will be a star-studded affair.
I can. You can't spell American without it. During the Jeep Make This the Summer event, say I can in the original can-do vehicle. I can go where freedom takes me. I can bring the whole crew and everything that comes with it. And in America's most patriotic brand, I can take it all in. You can do anything in the new Jeep brand lineup during the Jeep Make This the Summer event. Right now during the Jeep Make This the Summer event, purchase and get 0% financing or get $4,500 total bonus cash allowance on 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee models.
Adams to centrum, ready for anything. Finds Anvil, that's strong support. And Tom's looking to counter-attack. It's Colorado! Every goal starts with an assist.
Same-day delivery for free, for real. Members get more at Lowe's.
One time. USA getting set here. Plays into the box. It's Stevens. Up the crossbar. Another chance.
All customers get with up to $25 if USA has one shot in Paraguay.
Did you know salsa was invented when Puerto Ricans took Cuban rhythms to New York? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was born when the Japanese took judo to Brazil. When North African frying traditions met Spanish dough, Spain made the churro. After Jamaicans took their sound systems to the UK, the world got pumped. And this is what the world gets when 48 nations meet to play one beautiful game.
The union of 30 sweet young and tiny crunchy nerds. Nerds gummy clusters. Unleash your senses.
It's going to be in the hands of the VAR.
A World Cup in my home country, it's just an honor.
So much bigger than myself. I want this country to win. Win games, win as many games as possible. It's a new story, so hopefully we can make history.
Tonight's US Paraguay clash attracting plenty of celebrities. Carissa Thompson and Jamie Winston patrolling the red carpet. Paris Hilton, there she some of the notable names that have passed through. There he is, Matt Freese, warming up for the US 10 all-time meeting with Paraguay. The Americans victorious in the last three. Paraguay claiming the sixth and final automatic spot, by the way, for the World Cup from South America. Frost Rock starting lineup sponsored by American Express. So here we go. Matt Freese got the nod in the end, and he starts in goal for the United States. Matt Turner will have to be content with a place on the bench, even though Turner was the goalkeeper 4 years ago in Qatar. Chris Richards fit enough to anchor the back line, with Tim Ream wearing the captain's armband this summer alongside him. Tyler Adams, who captained the US at the last World Cup in Qatar, centre of the park where he belongs, and Christian Pulisic will be counted on for inspiration. And then up top, it's Folarin Balogun. He gets the nod up top. Fred Balogun gets that jersey. Here was US manager Mauricio Pochettino talking about this team today, just a few months ago.
Mauricio, when you took this job, it was always with the World Cup on everyone's mind. Now that it's here, how confident are you and how ready the group is?
Well, I really trust in my players. I really trust in the process in all year and a half. No, I think we are very confident, but we know that that game is about to compete, and the time is now, and we need to deliver the show.
Speaking of that competition, you said Paraguay, a team you're familiar with. What do you expect from them in terms of the challenges you'll face today?
No, always the first game for everyone is difficult, but I think Paraguay is a very good team with very good players, very good coach, and of course they are very competitive. We are Sudamericanos, and we understand that one thing is about to play well and win games and compete, you know. I think that is the part that we need to match them in this competitivity and aggressivity that they are for sure they're going to show, and then to try to dominate and play in the way that is going to where we can get the benefit.
So let's talk about who the United States are playing today in a 4-4-2 formation. Paraguay playing their first World Cup match since 2010. Gustavo Gomez is a key figure for them at the back. Former Inter Miami and current Brighton and Hove Albion midfielder Diego Gomez is also in the starting 11. You see him there out on the right-hand side. This, by the way, is big news. Julio Enciso, who was a major injury doubt coming into this game, is named as part of an attack that includes Antonio Sanabria. That's excellent for Paraguay fans at least. So for more on this, we're going to check in now with our match commentators for the game, John Strong and former US international Stu Holden. Chuck.
Rebecca, for those of us who live this sport week in and week out, none of this is normal. This is all wonderful to soak in. But we also understand the best way to keep this going and rolling to Seattle next week is with a win in this game tonight. So how do they win this game tonight?
I can sit here and talk about tactics, 4-2-3-1, and selection choices from Mauricio Pochettino, but at the end of the day, this first 15 minutes, this first half, it's going to come down to competing with an intensity, a willingness to fight. And that's how this team is going to win this game. It sounds simple, but Paraguay are going to come out early. They lost that friendly back in November 2-1. They're going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulders. Only 4 U.S. starters from that night starting tonight. It's a different team. This is a different game. This is a World Cup. This team has to play together. They have to fight for each other across the field. They have to be aware of transitions, of course. But this is a very competitive team for Paraguay. They leave it all out there. I believe the U.S. have that in them. But that's talking about your stars, McKennie, Pulisic, Richards, setting up that tone from the very first minute of this game. We'll see if they can do it. I believe this crowd is ready. The energy is going to be incredible. I can't wait for this game to get started.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're very much looking forward to it, Rebecca. We'll talk to you for kickoff in a little bit.
For a country profile sponsored by Google, the United States making their 12th overall World Cup appearance. Here's what they've done in the last 5. Well, the best moment being that quarterfinal run back in Japan and South Korea at the World Cup 2002. Landon Donovan, a big star, of course, of that one. So we brought you the all-important team news. And Alexi, when you look at the starting lineup that Mauricio Pochettino has named, is that not the strongest he could name in the circumstances?
I think so. Maybe some people will quibble here and there, but I think that this is not surprising to hear. Matt Freese, a goal, keep an eye on him. Harbour net and goal for us, and he's yet to make the save that he shouldn't make. Makes all the saves he should, but maybe he does something here at this World Cup where he steps it up and he's going to have to. Plenty of firepower on the bench for Mauricio Pochettino if things don't go well.
Not Germany. Probably for America. Let's go.
Well, Rockstone said there would be a rapturous reception when the players came out simply just to do the warm-up. And we just saw it happen right there, as these players know they are what? Just over half an hour to go until kickoff against Paraguay. So Thierry, talking about this lineup, Mauricio Pochettino up top is Flo Balogun. He's got the likes of Christian Pulisic. He's got the likes of Weston McKennie. When you look at that 1 to 11, should that be Paraguay?
Well, it looks like it, but they're going to have to find a way to beat them. We all know that it's not that easy to play against the team that they have to play against. But yeah, you're looking at McKennie, you're looking at Balogun, you're looking at the guys that can make the difference, obviously Pulisic. But I want to go and talk about Richards, because it's nice to see him there, but I have to deal with it in 2002, where I played games of the start against Senegal without training. 25 days without training. I played a friendly game before against South Korea. I was nowhere near ready, but you want to go over the pain, you want to be there, so I just hope that he's not going to feel too much pain. He's going to be able to stay out there, because that's not easy.
That's interesting, Zlatan. Playing basically dead Chris Richards without hardly any training after the ligament damage. Would that concern you?
I mean, there's so much adrenaline going through the body. I don't even think he will feel that pain. I mean, if he can play, he's ready. There is no excuses. Because if you step outside on that field, you better be ready. Because whoever steps out there, they have to do the job.
They certainly do. The job is coming up fast. Let's take you back down pitch side, Rob.
Two guys who've done the job on the field on the World Cup stage. Clint Dempsey laying it down and back here with you. Let's start midfield. Weston McKennie, what is his role tonight?
Yeah, so it's been interesting. In the lead-up games, Mauricio Pochettino played Weston higher and actually brought Blake Tillman deeper next to Tyler Adams. We all kind of thought it would be Weston deeper. I could see a scenario where Tyler's deeper, Clint, and the two of them are roaming higher and just be a more attacking lineup. As you get into more difficult games, that might change. But I'm curious to see how Weston fills that midfield today.
Yeah, I'm excited about this attack, whether it's from the outside backs getting forward, outside midfielders, or especially the two guys up top. Christian and Mulligan, they're going to have better link-up play. They're going to need to get touches, get it, get in a rhythm. And if they get in a rhythm, there's going to be fireworks tonight. And if they don't, Pepe's waiting, chomping at the bit to come on.
5 U.S. players set to make their World Cup debut tonight. Take a look at Christian Pulisic. What does he need to do tonight? Whether it's with Balogun or Tillman or McKennie, for this to be a successful evening.
Yeah, Rob, it's obviously well documented. He went through a long stretch without scoring. He got that monkey off his back against Senegal, and you can see, just watching him walk out today and looking at his face, he's ready for this. I've seen times in the past where, he's just had a different look about him, and today he looks like he is really ready to go. I'm excited.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this, Clint Dempsey?
And you already know.
You know who's ready over to our left? Owen Wilson over there. We talked about all the LA stars and celebs coming out. Owen Wilson on the field, snapping away selfies as we send it back upstairs to people that everybody wants to take pictures with. Zlatan, Thierry, Lexi, and Rebecca, guys.
Rob, thank you. We are all ready. We are getting so close. Well, the Texas native Weston McKennie, who came up through the FC Dallas Academy, he currently plays for the legendary Italian club Juventus. He is joined today by Serginho Dest in the starting lineup. Kickoff of the first US Men's World Cup match on home soil in 32 years, about 40 minutes away. And coming up, we're going to head back down to the red carpet, see who's in town.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
Tremfya can help with symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years.
Some have visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
It's not exactly a watch party if there's nothing to watch. Good thing Walmart Express delivery comes in as fast as an hour.
1 hour? Who knew?
Sorry!
Hey, I got this.
Let's take the penalty kicks outside.
Guys, Cooler 101. It doesn't refill itself.
Crisis averted, my man.
Walmart delivers that fast?
Who knew? I said one, you say all. One. I say.
Who wants a margarita?
With Kalshi, you can trade on anything.
Man, tell them something they don't know. Like I'm from Greece.
I don't know. Who about a chance? I don't know. Yeah, I know. Look at these right here. Let's see. Spain, France, England, Argentina, Portugal. America ain't no damn solid chance.
This is the best.
You probably a dark horse. We're a dark horse.
This is. It's where you could watch, I believe.
Yeah, we're the dark horse.
They don't kick you out after the game ends. Where you can get a second round without missing a second of the game. Or even the most bitter endings followed by happy hours. A seat that any beer would love to have, but only the cerveza for football can. Modelo, the cerveza for football. To dream the impossible dream.
America better win against the team today, man. We better win. We gotta win. We did all the people like they bet all these celebrities.
You think the U.S. is going to
We better do something. They might do just like the Knicks. It be too much. But they're not. It ain't like that. But Turkey different because they're not on the court. They're not on the field.
World Cup 2026 today on
Basketball, they be right on the court. Like the fans right on the like it's like a hurricane. Like yeah, right. No, niggas just.
You only have a certain period of time. The World Cup's 5 or 6 weeks. Put all that in your
They
life.
don't got Tom Brady doing something.
You're not playing the elementary school team. You're playing against the other best teams in the world. When you beat those teams, that's a great feeling. But then what's next? If you're going to break in practice, you're going to break in the game.
Tell me what it is to be American.
Because believe me, the opponents, they're going to push you till you're uncomfortable. I need to figure out if it's in you. If it's in you, let's go. You're my team. Let's ride.
Tom Brady talking. I know TV 12.
If you're going to listen to anyone, you're going to listen to Tom Brady, who is ready to support the United States in their opener against Paraguay, and iShowSpeed contributing to the soundtrack of the World Cup as well.
You know, iShowSpeed.
30 minutes until kickoff right here in LA. Every night, join the laughs as soccer superfan James Corden and the After Hours crew wrap up the day in the World Cup. James spent some time with Kylian Mbappe, the French star. So let's take a sneaky look.
No, can we get you? It's been many years. It's been so many years. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, that's it. Last time we did.
Well, you could see that entire piece on Tonight Show.
Let's go.
Matthew Maniscalco also joins the table at midnight on Fox.
And they're about to perform again. They're about to do national anthem.
He gets everybody, doesn't he? He gets all the big stars. I mean, Kylian Mbappe.
I don't know what I've done with Kylian Mbappe, but yeah, he got it.
Zlatan, are you expecting an invitation onto the James Corden show?
I have an invitation.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I'm there to help him, so he's a good friend. I love him. I like him. He's funny.
Brilliant. We are looking forward to James Corden over the course of the next few weeks. Let's head down right now, though, to Jenny Tapp for the latest on this US team tonight.
This is it. This is the moment. The U.S. men's national team just came out on the pitch for the very first time on home soil, a World Cup on home soil. And look, this is the moment they've been dreaming about, manifesting, working towards.
There's 70,000 people going crazy right now. I wish I was there, man.
Give me one word to describe how this team is feeling. He said absolutely buzzing. Yesterday, I asked Christian Pulisic at training, be honest with me, are you sick of all the reporters asking you about a World Cup on home soil? How excited are you? And he said, I cannot wait with the biggest smile to finally play a World Cup match. Now, so much focus has been on the keeper situation for the U.S. team. I've been watching Matt Freese so closely. He's dialed in. He is focused. He is ready for his World Cup moment.
You let me play with a broken leg? I don't want to hear nothing.
It is a huge day for Matt Freese.
I don't want to hear that, boy. You better not get leg. I don't want to hear that.
It's the first step towards what is a special summer on home soil as they gather together. Mauricio Pochettino played for Argentina in the '02 World Cup, but he now seeks inspiration from American hockey's miraculous achievement and Tom Rinaldi. Let's play more on his little trip.
The Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card for life's rewarding moments. Earn 6% cash back in a category of your choice, like online shopping for the first year from account opening. Stop running. Stop running. Just deep to the black. Improv, no theatrics. These players are doing whatever they want all the time. You need to join us. I knew you, but I didn't know your name. Listen to me. Going down the field. About 3. You had 1.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come in January.
You're always how you keep paid for a life of yes. Get exceptional offer at your local Audi dealer.
Macy's gift line. Gift guide. That voice. I recognize it anywhere. Halle Bailey. How can I guide your gifting? I need to find some gifts for Father's Day. Let me guess. You have a lot of great men in your life. Princess treatment, if you will. Yeah. Super protective, but extremely loving. Well, yes. Help shape your identity from a young age. That's actually spot on. Then I say this gift needs to go triple platinum. I like the way you think, gift guide. No matter the dad, we've got the gift. Father's Day starts at Macy's.
This is Irish pecan chicken salad sandwich. This medley of diced chicken, chopped pecans, and sliced grapes is crafted by hand. Tastes like hard work, if hard work tasted like chicken.
On these, we have the meat.
LLB boat totes are stitched by experts in Maine to be by your side every trip outside.
Get an 11% rebate now at Menards. Judge Boy's exterior semi-transparent stain and seal offers all-weather protection while repelling rain in just 4 hours after application. Right now, get a gallon for a value of $32.89 after rebate. Maximize your curb appeal with Dutch Boy Max Fun Plus exterior paint. It provides max adhesion, height, and performance while repelling rain in just 90 minutes after application. Get a gallon starting at a value of $48.94 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Your all-new Audi Q3. Made for a life of yes. Get exceptional offer at your local Audi dealer.
Right here in Los Angeles is where the US begins their World Cup campaign today. Mauricio Pochettino's side seeking a winning starting group D.
27 minutes. Let's go.
Well, these two teams met last November. It was a feisty
Oh, they started fighting, look.
Pochettino is looking for inspiration this summer from a sport that features plenty of fighting itself. And for more on that, here's Tom Rinaldi.
Before last year.
Mauricio Pochettino is a worldly man, born and raised in South America. He lived in France and Spain and England. But when he was named the manager of the U.S. men's national team, he was looking for a way to connect with and inspire his American players. He found it in a story and movie that just about any American sports fan loves. One he'd never even heard before.
A quiet rink, a pitch of grass. All right, guys? For Mauricio Pochettino, they're connected.
Well, thank you, Mr. President.
One team story that might inspire his own.
That feel make me, believe that this is the way that we need to build up in this national team.
Raised on a farm in the town of Murphy, Argentina, Pochettino was much more familiar with a ball than a puck. What did you know about it before launching?
No, because I am not a guy that follow hockey.
That would change to the greatest hockey story and movie ever seen.
The United States and the Soviet Union on a sheet of ice in Lake Placid, New York.
Michael Luzioni lived it, scoring the winning goal that day.
Jim Craig is making too many good saves.
I don't tell people if you think you will lose, you probably will. But I think our journey was let's play the games and find out. It's an incredible feeling of pride. There's no better feeling than putting on a USA jersey.
The 1980 U.S. hockey team's triumph on the way to Olympic gold is an iconic moment in American sport. But Pochettino didn't even know the story until last November, when a friend and key U.S. soccer donor told him to watch the movie Miracle.
I mean, I think most people cry watching that movie. I cried watching it the first time. I called him and I said, "You have to watch this movie. I think it's going to really help you understand American sports culture and help him connect with the team."
That was perfect film for me to watch. I said, we need more passion. How we can relate to our players.
Tonight, we skate with them. We stay with them. And we shut them down because we can.
Pochettino wanted to convey that intensity to the team he was building. And in its construction, he found another message in the movie.
You're missing some of the best players.
I'm looking for the best players, Greg. I'm looking for the right ones. In football, you cannot win only because one. We were talking good players, the right players. We need the right players.
The reality of it is, the odds on the U.S. winning the World Cup is probably like 50 or 60 to 1 now. But the idea of the name on the front of the jersey, USA, is much more important than the name on the back. It exists in this country.
If we are all together, we are going to be stronger than anyone.
Ice or grass? Mauricio Pochettino hopes that one team's proof long ago sparks his team's promise now.
Is the love to play for your national team. It's because you really love. You play for bigger things.
Mauricio, he embraced what our team did, and that's a great message to his team, because nobody expects this team to win. All right, it was just like in 1980. If it happened then, it can happen again.
It's a good thing for the people to rewatch that film.
We call this unpredictable, the greatest miracle of all time.
The one key difference between Pochettino and Herb Brooks, while Pochettino cried watching that movie, don't expect the same fiery pregame speech that was immortalized in that movie that Brooks gave to his team. As Pochettino told our Jenny Taft, no inspirational speeches from me. Sorry, guys. If you're not prepared, it's impossible to perform. I'm going to bet that they're pretty ready to go, given what this atmosphere is like, Rebecca.
You're absolutely spot on, Tom. What a brilliant piece and what a brilliant story. And let's, of course, the miracle of ice will resonate with so many of our viewers watching right now. It's about belief, isn't it? And that's what you have in spades.
Absolutely. Even before watching that
film. It's interesting that it resonates with Mauricio Pochettino. I think he was researching America and American psyche in order to better understand his players. I will say this: if this U.S. men's soccer team were to win the men's World Cup, it would be 10 times the feat of the 1980 hockey team. However, dreaming and believing in miracles, it's so much more fun to do that because what's the alternative is nothing can amaze you, nothing can inspire you, nothing can change. I just refuse to do that. I mean, let yourself believe that these things can happen because we have seen these things happen, and I think that's the message that he's trying to send, not just to his team, but to everybody that is watching this team. And it's up to this team what they do on the field to grab a hold, grab those hearts and minds, and justify the belief that you could do something we haven't done before.
And Zlatan, hoping it for a miracle or believing in a miracle, that's what we're here for, isn't it?
I believe in miracles, and we have great examples of miracles that has happened in sports. You gotta believe before you go out there, and that belief will make you stronger. You collect everybody, and you make it a force. So as long as they believe, I think they can arrive.
Thierry, he talked there about the name on the front of the shirt meaning more than the name on the back of it. You go along with that?
That's in every country, not only in the US. If you want to win something, that has to be the key. And for me, what the hockey team did and what you do when you win, it's you have to make people relate to that desire, that commitment, that belief that it is possible. Once you get that, once people can relate to the story, you can finally maybe get your hand on the trophy.
Alexi, if the United States can't win the World Cup, we know that's a long shot. But what can they do this summer?
Whenever that final whistle blows, I hope that Americans look out on that field and they're proud of what they saw. It made them proud of the team, it made them proud of the sport, made them proud of hosting this World Cup, and ultimately it made it proud of their country. I don't know how that manifests in terms of the scoreline or where it happens, but you know it when you see it. It's coursing through your veins, you feel it in your heart, and that's what this team is trying to capture.
That 1940 minutes, I watched it, and watching you and watching that team, I could feel the desire and the audacity that you had. You had the will of winning, you didn't. Well, I could see it. I felt it even in France.
That's it. That's the passion.
That's the thing.
That's the passion as well that Mauricio Pochettino is talking about. What about the Hershey, Pennsylvania native, Christian Pulisic? He looks ready. He scored against Iran at the last World Cup. He starts today against Paraguay. We're going to discuss that man, the face of America. He's next.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoopy on the.
This is quite a game. It'll be a free kick. Oh, what a goal! Unbridled joy! And emotion overflows.
Two croissants, please.
Fancy.
You should use the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Good call. I'd love to pay. Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. That's scoring like a 2%. The Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply. I think they gave me a yellow card once. You can watch life from the sidelines, or you can live it.
What do you believe? What do you truly believe? No one knows the future.
America, yeah, they better.
Questions.
Yeah, I see him.
It's the dog park with all the dogs there. And the people you see that you don't really know because it's the dog park.
Brought to you by Progressive Pet Insurance.
He's got an ear infection. I said ear infection. Ear. It sounds like you're in a tunnel. It's in his ear. Ear infection.
It's the dog park.
Protect your pet from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Tomorrow on Fox.
This is
What's
soccer.
up?
Brazil wants to return to the glory days.
They playing Morocco tomorrow.
Germany kicks off against Morocco. Coverage begins tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Fox.
FIFA World Cup 2026 Pre-Kick is presented by Adidas.
They say the sun shines most all the time. There's so much variety. It's where everyone comes to play. Yes, vacationers. LA's the place. Here's what they don't tell you. Los Angeles doesn't create stars. It only gives them a shot. A chance to turn possibility into something permanent. Christian Pulisic wasn't looking for the spotlight.
It's Captain America.
It found him.
Pulisic, what a goal!
Good thing about LA, we've always had a soft spot for defining moments. He's had expectations.
Keeping him into the scene as a predetermined star.
He's had our attention.
Exhale, America.
Now he has the opportunity.
Pulisic.
That's all this place ever promised.
And Christian Pulisic will be playing under the watchful eye of David Beckham, Sir David Beckham, I think now, and Tom Cruise. We told you there will be some big celebrities on hand for the US's clash with Paraguay, and the fans are loving those two. Players to watch time now, sponsored by Adidas, so we picked out some of the biggest names for the gentlemen who are interested in watching. We're going to start, Zlatan, with the main man, with Captain America, Christian Pulisic for you.
Captain America is my man. Exceptional player, dribbles, scores, assists. If they can get the ball to him and he can do his things, we're gonna see an amazing American team today. So give him the ball, let him challenge and do his thing, and we're in good hands.
And you think he has the mentality as well?
He has the mentality. We love him. He's a Milan player, and he has done it in Milan. He has done it in the national team. Now he gets the opportunity to do it with the national team in his home country. So I'm pretty sure he's going to stand up to the expectations.
For those who don't know, Zlatan lives in Milan, so he has managed to see Christian Pulisic up close and personal a lot. Let's talk about Weston McKennie. Thierry Henry, why have you picked him out tonight?
Well, first and foremost, because there always have been doubts about Weston McKennie for a very long time. But I have to say, if one player can say that they had a good season this season with Juve, it has to be Weston McKennie. And today, I think he will be important. Why? Because of his let runs, the way he gets in the box, the way he gets the second ball against a team that play low block. I think it would be very important today in what he can do. But he has improved a lot, especially mentally.
Yeah, and he's certainly a player that's been wanting to get further up the field to try and, like you say, get involved in those goal-scoring chances at the back of the field. We mentioned him an hour or so ago when the team news came out, and let's see Chris Richards start. Massive.
Well, look, you know I love a big hair, and Chris Richards got a wonderful big hair over there. The 6-year-old Alabama baby. Look, as he has matured as a player, he has developed a ruthlessness, shall we say, an efficiency in the way that he defends. It's not just enough to get to the ball. He wants to win the ball. Keep in mind, he's coming off an ankle injury from a couple of weeks ago. We'll see how he looks. But even as he has matured, the best part of it, he's kept that incredible smile and joy about the game. And I hope he never loses that, because I think it not only makes him a great player, but I think it makes him a great person.
Yeah, he is one of the most popular members of this US men's national team squad. Of that, there is no doubt. Let's show you some scenes, shall we? Look at that. Americans gathering all over the US for tonight's match. These are scenes from watch parties at Joint Base Andrews, Santa Monica, Los Angeles, and Kansas City as well. We are awaiting the performance from Katy Perry. These three are very excited about that. I've got to be honest with you. When Katy is ready to go, we will get down there. But I just want to quickly carry on about the defense. And Chris Richards,
Katy
is
Perry about to
anywhere
perform.
on this field. Are you worried about the US back line?
No.
In that they're susceptible to the transition and the counterattack. I think the U.S. is going to have a lot of the ball. We're going to see players like Christian Pulisic with the ball taking players on. But you just got to be worried about even when there is that transition and there is that counterattack, you've got the players. So I'm real happy to see Chris Richards back in the line. I cannot hear you. There's a lot of noise in the background.
There you go.
He's ready. And let's enjoy the game.
No, they're not doing on the flag. They already did on the flag.
Katy Perry, she's ready. Let's head down.
Katy Perry performing, Isha. You got Katy Perry performing. Mm-hmm. This soccer game is long. That's our son. She can't fit that dress. She's too big. That might be her son because she got fat on her arms. And it's just a little bit, but so no, that's fat. They could have paid me to hold those flags. Yeah, that might be outside.
Pomp and circumstances over. Coming up next, the US men's national team take the pitch for a World Cup match on home soil for the first time in 32 years.
This isn't the best seat in the house. This is. Because sometimes the best seat isn't even a seat at all. It can be anywhere, at any time, but not with just anyone. It's the only seat where you can watch your neighbor Manuel cry for the very first time. And where your passion is amplified by the sound of your people. It's a seat that any reader would love to have, but only the Cerveza for Football can. Modelo, the Cerveza for Football.
Tough fights are nothing new for Angie Craig. For years, Angie didn't know if her son would be there to tuck in at night because a judge said two moms weren't in a child's best interest. But Angie Craig fought back, winning the right for a lesbian to adopt a child. Now, Angie is taking the fight to Trump on healthcare, rising costs, and against his hateful discrimination. You know Angie fights for what's right. She always has.
No spread on packets responsible for the content of this advertising.
This is what it takes, apparently. A football player. An American football player. Explaining the world's game.
There's no way to lay
Face, an easy handoff, a few buzzwords. Slashing with speed. Sensational.
The scene is set.
To guide you all through this foreign game called football. Soccer.
As in, like English football? Because somebody in a boardroom figured that's what an American audience needs? Yeah. What about soccer? Because the game belongs to the rest of the world, and we're still catching up. I don't know anything about the World Cup. Because it's just 1994 all over again. But we know better.
Like fun energy?
Straight pure emotion.
Yes! Grass all of a sudden turns a little greener. 30 years is a long time. We filled stadiums, woke up at sunrise, learned the chants. It's deafening in this stadium. Earned every stripe. We believed. Emotional football drama. They can beat anybody. We're not going into the World Cup just to be there. We're competing to win. The experiment is over. USA, a World Cup at home. Tower time.
Oh, why was I like that? Okay, they come out. Why else come out with them little kids? Their jersey's better than ours. They got the one behind. We got the corner behind their jersey. We got the corner behind jerseys. They got the blue joints. We're going down, y'all. Let's go. America gonna win this. We the dark horse. We up there. We the solid team. Yeah, we should win it. They still walking. No, they got to actually happen. We're not doing it. Soccer got so much stuff going on. A lot of stuff you heard, right? Maybe you say, Nick's gonna win the finals. That's what they need to be saying.
We are ready. It is finally time for the US to have their say. John Strong and Stu Holden with the call next. The 32-year wait is about to come to an end.
Where are my ultras? Ultrazone Mid. I want to create a legacy where people can say, this guy changed American soccer.
You better.
Okay, here's the deal. This game is 3-on-3.
Who we playing?
It's a local crew.
I'm fine.
Hey, this local crew, they haven't lost since 1996.
They beat everyone who showed up.
The guys who play in jeans, they always skins. Honestly, respect. The techers, the trash talkers, even the bruisers. Anyone, anytime, they will take them down.
This doesn't seem real.
It's 100% true. Mostly.
Hoo-ha, hoo-ha.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is presented by Lay's.
And now it is finally here. A packed house in Los Angeles, a military flyover, moments away from the opening kickoff of the opening game of this home World Cup as the United States takes on Paraguay. Hello, everyone, and welcome alongside Stu Holden, soon to be joined on the field by Jenny Taft. I'm John Strong. Almost surreal to think about that we are this close to kickoff now, and the preparation that has gone on for years and months. And that was the big question coming in. Would the U.S. be fully healthy? And yes, they are. They are, and that is Chris Richards in the back. He gets the start. Some question marks about his ankle injury. That is a big one for the United States. He starts alongside Tim Reed. The other decision the U.S. we're going to have is who's going to start in the goalkeeper position. Was it going to be Matt Freese or Matt Turner? Matt Freese getting the nod in his World Cup debut. 5 starters for the U.S. making their debut in a World Cup. The other 5 playing in 2022. Huge opportunity for them. On the other side for Paraguay, a lot of experience in this team, but yet this entire lineup making their World Cup debuts. There was a lot of question marks about Julio Enciso. Enciso went off with a little bit of an injury against Nicaragua. Was he going to start? Was he not? Was he even available? Well, he starts, and that is a big one for Paraguay. Miguel Almiron, you recognize him from Atlanta United and MLS. And then up front, Sanabria, he will play as that point person. Big battle with him and Chris Richards, something to look for. But Enciso and Almiron, the 2 key players for Paraguay. We were in Russia 8 years ago, the day before that World Cup began, when the voting rights were awarded to the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. But the idea of bringing the Men's World Cup back to the United States, well, that started the minute the 1994 World Cup ended. A smashing success both on and off the field. And so if you think about it in that frame of reference, what we are about to see is a moment 32 years in the making. The men of the United States on home soil in front of 70,000 fans in Los Angeles at the FIFA World Cup. And their first of 3 games in the group stage against Paraguay on a lovely Friday evening in Southern California is underway. The United States in their new shirts of red and white stripes, that's what Paraguay traditionally wears. So they've switched to the dark blue. And if you look back at World Cup history for the U.S., what you learn is that any time the U.S. wins or even ties their opening game of 3 in the group stage, they always advance to the knockout round. Anytime they lose their opening game, they've always been eliminated. And so even though there are games to come against Australia and Turkey in the next 2 weeks, there is an inordinate amount of importance on this first game against Paraguay, which has seen its first hard tackle a matter of 30 seconds in. And Mauricio Pochettino understands the significance of getting off to a good start, but that's where it gets tricky against a Paraguay team. They're back in the World Cup for the first time since 2010. They ran the gauntlet of South American qualifying. Gustavo Alfaro, their manager, has said, we re-embrace the Paraguayan DNA, intensity, and shutouts. They do not concede many goals. They do not lose many games. They are here to spoil the party tonight.
What do we expect in this game?
A lot of that, a lot of competing early on in this match.
Tim Ream trying to close it late on Sanabria there off the free kick. Richards beaten to a loose ball. It's going to flash all the way across. Freeze might have gotten a touch. Osiris on the far side hooks it back in. Richards stabs it away.
This is a team in Paraguay that made more tackles than any other team in South American World Cup qualifying. They are going to compete. They will be physical in the match. And I can talk about tactics, and we will get into that as this game goes along. But first and foremost, this game is going to be about competing, setting that tone early. You saw the U.S. make a strong tackle. Chris Richards had to be aware. I think Freeze did get a touch on that at the near post. But they have a lot of set pieces, and here comes a long throw to start.
This is the specialist for that Cáceres, the right back. Anthony Robinson hits away. Robinson rising high for the second ball. It's brought down by Andres Kubas of the Vancouver Whitecaps, one of two MLS players on the field for Paraguay. And the other on the run was the target. That's Matt Freeze there to get it.
Good pressure there from Balogun up front. I expect as this game settles into a little bit of a rhythm that the U.S. will have more of the possession. Paraguay have no interest. Look, they're going to back up. They play in a very tight block, 4-4-2. They don't want to concede the middle of the field. They want to force the U.S. wide. The U.S. have to make sure that when they have the ball, they take care of the transition moments, but they will have chances.
McKenny's going to get on the end of that one. Knocks it in. Flow Balogun under control. It's right to the goalkeeper, Orlando Hill. But a good early attacking look for the United States.
And Weston McKennie can be the joker tonight. Finding space. He can drift in that number 10 position. That time he finds space. Why? Flicks it on for Balogun and just couldn't quite get enough power on the strike. But that's a good early sign. Getting McKennie freed up facing the field. Here he is again.
Just able to keep it. Pokes it away. Balogun onside. Serginho Dest. And now he was in fact offside. So that's the semi-automated offside technology that is electronically basically ruling that yes, indeed, there was an offside there before Hessel Strixa and our Dutch referee Danny Monkley blow the play dead.
Yep, pretty clearly there, just a step offside. Good early link up though so far. And Weston McKennie's a player you heard the studio highlighting. We've been talking so much about when he played deeper, when he played wide, when he plays the 10. We've seen his club soccer over in Juventus in Italy, and when he's a little bit more free and can find the game, he can be very dangerous with his energy.
Very comfortable day. It was quite muggy in the stadium earlier. It's a translucent roof. It basically turns into kind of a greenhouse when the sun is overhead. But the word from Jenny Taft downstairs is that since we came up from the field and the sun fully set behind us, it's very comfortable. You see Gustavo Alfaro took over as coach of this team about the same time Mauricio Pochettino took over for the United States. And they've thrown their way into this first World Cup in a generation. Here's Tim Ream becoming today the oldest man ever to play at the World Cup for the United States, captaining the team at the age of 38. Chris Richards beside him, the Alabama native who missed the last World Cup with an injury and was able to be back in practice all week after not playing a game for about a month with an ankle injury.
So interesting setup. You see the bottom right of your screen, Weston McKennie. He's drifting out wide right. And then that just makes Serginho Dest come inside, find the game. I think you're going to see a lot of that from McKennie, trying to be elusive for the midfield too, and Kubas and Bobadilla for Paraguay to try to free him up, get him facing the field, and then, more importantly, attracting some defenders. That's the conversation right now with Alfaro, and then Miguel Almiron right in front of him saying, look, hey, McKennie's going to drift out. You've got to organize a little bit. So they're very aware early on here, trying to make sure they get Weston McKennie under wraps.
Flying into that tackle. He'll scrum the bodies. Dest comes out with the ball, poked away from behind. Miguel Almiron of Atlanta United with a big tackle there. Anthony Robinson thought about jumping for that, instead backs off at the last second on Cáceres. Now Cáceres trying to Julio Enciso, coming off an injury a week ago. Cross in, Richards is there in time. Last out of Cáceres for a U.S. throw.
Good clearance, but that's the danger, man, and that's what they're looking for. Really their offense at times is a two-man game. And Tyler Adams is the man that's tasked with trying to track him, and he was with him until that speed from Enciso gets down the line, it gets the cross. He's looking for his strike partner in Sanabria, but another good clearance at that near post from Chris Richards.
It might have been the first time all game Christian Pulisic has touched the ball, and it was very brief. Alonso lobs it forward. Reed threw his body in there just in time in front of Sanabria. Back in the U.S. goal in transition, Weston McKennie. From Alex Freeman, nice little cut inside. Here's Christian Pulisic on the ball now. Draws the double team. Slips a double team. Pulisic in the box. Weston McKennie into the middle. It's an own goal. It's the United States on the board. Less than 7 minutes in.
Let's go to go. That's what I like to see. We got the win.
This was just a terrific team move from the U.S., starting all the way back in their own end. And it's the pass from Alex Freeman that leads Weston McKennie in front of him, allows him to run with the ball now. Look at that pass, takes the midfield out of play. McKennie's got options to his right, opts to cut it back. Get it to your man, Christian Pulisic, who can make things happen. 2v1, no problem. Gets defenders off balance, slips it to McKennie. He's trying to cross it over the ball, get in the middle, and it's Boba Diab who ends up putting it into his own net. But that is Weston McKennie, and that is Christian Pulisic. We talk about stars making the game for their team. There's your 2 stars, America, and there's your opening goal.
Third fastest the U.S. has ever scored in their World Cup history. First time in 20 years they benefited from an own goal at a World Cup. And we saw with Mexico, and we saw with Canada the other way, the importance of scoring first in these games. How does it change things for the U.S. to get that goal, however it came?
It's a little bit of an extra, but what I want to see, what I expect to see is this team keep the foot on the gas. Been a really solid start, but yet we've seen Paraguay have a couple of moments in transition. This is a Paraguayan team that is not going to quit. We're 1 goal down in 9 minutes. But for the U.S., this is a game, I think they're going to need more than 1 goal. They've controlled it with the ball. They're finding good opportunities to transition forward. So this has been the start that this crowd would have wanted, this team would have wanted, and Mauricio Pochettino would have wanted.
Anthony Robinson for Pulisic. Again for company. Again skips away. He's tripped up. But let's see what Danny Buckley decides to do. Is he going to go early for a yellow card? He is. Juan Jose Cáceres. Dangerous U.S. free kick coming too.
Dangerous position. And you said a couple minutes ago, Pulisic hasn't really had a touch of the ball. And he hasn't. But it doesn't matter. When you get the ball like that, if you have the quality that he does just to bring the game to life, so special. Sees Cáceres going to ground, slips it through his legs, little nutmeg here, just glides past defenders. He's so good on the dribble. He's a player that also relies on a lot of confidence, and that's why it's so important. He scored a goal in the lead up to this, but you see a guy that's playing free and is ready for this moment, and now it's going to be a set piece for the U.S., and I expect this to be Tillman with an in-swinging ball with the right foot.
Luke Tillman, 17, Anthony Robinson beside him. Tillman the fake, it's Robinson. Dest, didn't quite seem ready for that. Lewis will cycle it around. Freeman, nice little touch to create the space. Hooks it into the middle, body's crashing, pumped along in the air. Tillman brings it down and on the road, spins it back, or tries to. Falls for Pulisic. A lot of traffic for him, had the attempt blocked. Robinson, first there, U.S. throw. Alex Freeman, one of the players like that freezing goal that just had a meteoric rise in the last year to be on this field right now. Weston McKennie, early cross. Robinson get a battle in the air there with Diego Gomez.
Yeah, great spot by Robinson. One of the questions I had coming in, John, was how aggressive would the U.S. be when they have the ball? The answer is very. They've got Robinson high in the left, lovely touch from Tillman.
Pulisic, Balogun, waiting for support, early cross. Dealt with there by Alderete, but again, like you
yes,
just
that's how it comes when you have numbers in the attack. Really, they're only defending with Reed and Richards, because look how deep now Paraguay are. They said, if you're going to sit back, you're going to play with numbers in the attack. Paraguay cannot get out of their own end. This is excellent counter-pressing, great positions. The U.S. are solid defensively, and more importantly, attacking the ball right now.
Pulisic now. Tillman ran right into traffic. It's going to be a foul, though. That was Bobadilla who met Tillman, and Tillman is shaken up from that one. It's a U.S. free kick.
Yeah, Malik Tillman playing in a deeper role than we've been accustomed to seeing him, both at club and country. But that last match playing deeper against Germany, liked what I saw with his relationship with Tyler Adams. But also when you're playing against a team which is sitting deeper, he has that ability just to jump out of tackles, to create things, to make passes, make things happen. So now all of a sudden you've got Pulisic, Tillman, McKennie, Serginho Dest, all guys that can beat players 1v1, which makes this U.S. team very dangerous in the attacking third.
Pulisic skips away from Gomez, and now Kosser's waiting for him. Is defending on a yellow against Christian Pulisic.
That should be stopped. That was touched by the referee, yeah.
And it is going to be pulled back now by the referee, Danny Moffale, because the ball touched him. And it led to a change in possession. I think maybe what he's arguing is he was waiting to see what happened there. President of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, it's the president of Paraguay on the left of the shop. Looked like the Secretary of State on the right of the shop. Among the dignitaries here this evening in Los Angeles. Pulisic clips it forward. Kosser sends it back out the other way. And Reed there, a little bit careful because he got more of Sanabria than he did the ball. Gustavo Gomez picking up a yellow card as well. So that's two Paraguayan defenders on yellows. Alvaro knocks it down, and Ciso, they're backing off of Melissa first on the dick, well wide of Matt Freese's goal.
And he felt like he took a touch as he got that shot off. Ended up winning the second ball, trying to get Tyler Adams off balance. He does create just a little bit of space. But pretty clear he dragged that wide, and at least on that first look, didn't look like it took any touch off the U.S. Oh, it did actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Slightest little nick off.
Yeah.
Tyler Adams' right foot.
Yeah, 1-0.
Robinson, there's some pressure there. That was good pressure
Back
from
up out
Tito
of way.
Gomez, and Paraguay with the throw high up the field.
And 1-0.
Mauricio Pochettino all the way outside his technical area. Try to push his players on for that effort there defensively. Adams knocks it out. Miguel Almiron, MLS star for Atlanta United. Andres Cubas as well out there, the Vancouver Whitecaps. Long throw from Junior Alonso, hit out by Tyler Adams. Just swinging a miss, trying to clear. Almiron draws the contact, told to get up by the referee. And then Delegate wins a U.S. throw. Quarter hour in, the U.S. up an own goal right now against Paraguay. Jay Taft down the field. You're right near the U.S. bench. What was the reaction like when they scored so early?
Well, John, I'm so close to the U.S. bench. I actually just had a touch when that ball came out here. I'm that close. This is an interesting vantage point, but as expected, absolute elation from the U.S. team after that goal. I did notice something interesting, some frustration from Tyler Adams following the goal. He came over to Mauricio Pochettino. I wish I could get up and get closer to hear what he had to say, but Mauricio Pochettino, hands on his shoulders.
It's going to fall for Balogun. Here's Serginho Dest. Cuts it back in the middle and under back for a corner.
Just all kinds of movement in front of the back line for Paraguay. They don't know who to pick up. You've got McKennie there and Mulligan, and he was onside. A touch from McKennie leads to Mulligan. Just a heavy first touch from Serginho Dest. Gets away from him and takes the angle too wide. So now you've got defenders coming across. You've got him coming across. And then that means that Dest have to look for the pass as opposed to the shot.
Anthony Robinson to take first corner of the game for the U.S. Freeman to the back post, pops it back in. McKennie brings it down. Robinson, great spot. Richards! They come off the defender. It's going to be a foul. And now concern as Richards is down. Alderete is down. And the medical staffs are going to run out here for the respective benches.
Yeah, good recycling of this ball. Comes at the back post, ends up being cleared away by Bobadilla. U.S. on the second ball with McKennie. And now you're recycling at the back post. Can you find space? Richards loves to back up to give himself an opportunity to attack it. He did. But that's a brave header from Alderete. Ends up drawing the foul by getting in front of Chris Richards, who was trying to dunk that one at the back post. And this is something to look for. Some of these set pieces, these corners, these free kicks from the U.S. They've been working a lot on this in practice, sometimes going short, just trying to find ways to free up these guys at the back post.
Not yet a full hydration break, but an opportunity for an informal one. And players to come across. Alderete is up on his feet. Chris Richards is still down on the ground.
You might got hurt.
As Richards out of your picture is being helped up to a seated position. Jenny, it's a chance for you to finish your thought from a moment ago. Go ahead.
Just very interesting in terms of the body language from Mauricio Pochettino. I mentioned it with Tyler Adams. He was just talking to his captain, Tim Ream there. Obviously positive, but Mauricio all week has been telling me the importance of managing the mental energy of the pressure of this World Cup. He's very calm, and he's trying to make sure his players are feeling the same in this moment, guys.
And that early goal, Denny, really helps this team with some of that, of how this team was going to start and how are they going to handle the pressure. Some of these players have been waiting for this moment their entire lives. Safe to say they've passed the early tests, but one of the big things in talking to Tyler Adams...
The U.S. is defending a man line right now because Richards is on the side. That's why Freeman slid across there to head that ball away.
So we talked to Tyler Adams at practice this week, and one of the things he said, look, we went up a goal against Wales in the first half. We let that game slip in the second. We ended up tying that match. How different a World Cup is if you win the first game versus tying or losing. He feels this team is more mature. We'll see how they handle and manage this game as it goes on.
So it's 10v10. Both Alderete and Richards have not yet been allowed back on. Juan Jose Caceres is a long throw specialist. Here it comes again. There's Tillman heading away. Balogun knocks it down. Couldn't connect with Anthony Robinson, and then goes flying pass on the pump fake. Caceres stabbed backwards by Ream. Tillman slithers away from Diego Gomez. Someone, I think it was Balogun, was giving someone a piggyback right out there for a moment. It ends up as a U.S. free kick.
I don't think it was a mutual piggyback. Yeah. Doing a good job using his strength just to shield Caceres, who was on a yellow card. We've got Gomez, as you said, on a yellow card, so or we thought was initially, but so that was rescinded.
That looks like that was an error that we saw on the World Feed broadcast. It does not appear Gustavo Gomez was shown a yellow, just Caceres. We've got Richards back out, Alderete back out, full strength, 20 minutes gone.
Just give a look at your picture right now. Another variation of a U.S. build-up. So Anthony Robinson's pushed high and wide on the left. Pulisic coming inside. He dropped into a left-back position. Now he's floating. I think all by design for Pochettino to free up his key players. Keep them active, hard to mark.
Tillman, great flip. McKennie couldn't do much with it.
It's another goal kick. Tillman sees U.S. have good possession. We've got good cover defensively. So now he just drifts a little. So he's got a license to run into the back line. That makes Paraguay drop. Now you've got Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie following up the play, trying to get on that ball. Lovely little flick. Just the inventiveness, the freedom in which some of these players are playing within this structure.
Good pressure by Malik Tillman there. And a reminder, we are a minute or two away from the first half hydration break, even though the temperature does not require it. As Malik Tillman is limping out of that play. That has been mandated by FIFA at this World Cup, rather than some games do and some games don't, and some will definitely need it. Every game will have a hydration break in the middle of each half. And the concern right now is Malik Tillman, who is clearly struggling with something out of that prior challenge. So maybe it's good timing for him to have a break coming up and get some treatment. That'll be one of the themes. How do you go into the break? How do you come out of the break? What sort of tweaks do coaches make? It changes the game of it from making it a game of 2 halves. It's a game of 4 quarters now at this World Cup.
There's never been a tournament in the history of the World Cups.
Pulisic breaks it down from Tim Ream. It's got Robinson for support. Saw late.
The coaches will have as much influence as they will in this tournament. Hydration breaks, all the different opportunities with a 26-man squad, 5 different substitutions. We'll see how, again, Mauricio Pochettino in his first World Cup as a coach handles these moments.
Here's Pulisic. Cáceres on a yellow. That touch let him down a bit there. Freeman in the middle for Tillman. Balogun. Tillman. That was just enough there by Alonso to shield McKennie off his run, allowing Keeler to come collect.
That's good defending by Alonso because he's tucked in tight to his center backs, not allowing that lane to develop there for McKennie to run onto. The little combination has been really good. Tillman getting turned, half turn, finding Balogun playing as a point striker. Something we saw with Raul Jimenez in Mexico yesterday is just, look, the striker, they want to score goals, but the modern striker at times is asked to do so much more. Back to goal, laying it off, still being available in the box, but also in the build-up. And Balogun's done a good job of that so far.
It was well done a moment ago as Richards couldn't get the ball out of the air. Ream and Freeman did well to clean that play up there. Not allow Paraguay to get any sort of attacking possession. Appropriately enough, Anthony Robinson on the ball there as George Lucas is being... Well, it wouldn't be George Lucas, would it? Someone look like him. Being shown on the screen, it was a lookalike. The lead was to the fact that Anthony's nickname is Jedi, but it sounded better in my head. But would be impressive if you were here. Here's Pulisic now on Cáceres. Overhits the cross. And that will be the end of the first quarter of this game, such as it is. This hydration break is powered by Powerade. It comes midway through the first half with the United States enjoying a 1-0 lead over Paraguay, courtesy of the own goal, 7 minutes in here in Los Angeles.
What makes soccer the most searched sport in the world? Maybe it's because you only need a ball. Maybe it's because it gives us a reason to believe.
Look at me. I believe you can do this, all right?
Or ask ourselves, can I do that?
That is bicycle kick perfection.
Maybe it's because deep down we all want an excuse to dance. Because for 90 minutes we aren't strangers, just 4 billion fans, all speaking the same language.
Car crashes injure over 1 million of us every year. Because we're human. For over a decade, Waymo's been building a driver that's safer. Statistically, 10 times safer in the cities we serve. Not because humans aren't enough, but because they're everything.
It's our best deal of the season. So switch to Verizon now. Get 4 new phones for $0. Plus,
4 lines for just $25 per line.
That's
That's right. Get 4 phones for $0. Plus 4 lines for just $25 per line. Don't wait. Offer ends June 17th. Only at Verizon.
Back in Los Angeles, I was right. It was George Lucas. Yeah, I was going to set you up for it. They just had him on the world feed. Hey, they cut away. Here's a lesson. Don't ever doubt yourself. Because I don't. All right, look, here's the interesting part of this structured format with these hydration breaks is now coaches have an opportunity to tweak tactics. And you've seen some of the coaches use it, change formations, change personnel, motivate their players. I think the challenge for the U.S. is, this is something Thierry Henry and I were talking about in the green room ahead of these games, is look, sometimes when a team's on top, this hydration break gives them the other team just a chance to come back on. So now the U.S., their challenge is first tackle, get right back into this game, pick up from where they were, and reassert their dominance in the game. Bill Gates. I'm going to look to you now whenever I do that.
Look at Bill Gates.
Interestingly, co-founder of Microsoft with him, Paul Allen, was the reason why that stadium exists in Seattle, where the U.S. will play a week from today. Thankfully, we're back to calling the game. So here's the other part of it, though. We saw the U.S. in both of the warm-up games kind of struggle. They lost their edge coming out of the hydration break. How do they keep that from happening? As McKinney, well, first of all, that one's going to find Pulisic. We'll see. Pulisic running in now. In for Tyler Adams. Great first touch. Still Adams.
Oh! Two goals. 2 goals. Yeah, that's it. That's the game. Call offsides. They call offsides.
Yes, that was the one. I don't know if it
No, they got one back here.
That one might have been offside as well. And this is the part of this.
Yeah, he offsides, yeah.
Offside technology, you want to let plays develop. Was Mulligan offside or on?
Yeah.
I actually think he might have been offside.
Who's offside?
Nice finish at the back post, but either way, the question you had started to ask me was, how did the U.S. keep on the momentum? That's what you do right there. Pick up where you left off. Chris passes.
Yeah, that was offside, yeah. You can't be in front of the man. It's hard. It's outside side to him. You can't be in front of the man.
Just could get there, although McKinney comes
in. You was almost there, though.
Well, contact there. That was Gustavo Gomez and Flo Balogun getting tied up. And again, when there's that delay in the call, that is actually the system working. That the on-field officials are told to wait, not necessarily raise the flag immediately, as Alex Freeman has taken a kick. I wondered if we might see this game start to flare up a little bit the way it did back in November. These two teams met in a friendly. The U.S. ended up winning that 2-1. Freeman was a player that was involved in that scuffle. And
yeah, the big giant scuffle.
It's a version of a fight, yes, a bench cleaning ball. But that was something I also said, even in that moment, was a good sign for this team that they were together battling.
Well, it's freezing.
Robinson, and couldn't lay that off for Pulisic. It was Alex Freeman and Gustavo Gomez right at the end of the game, and they ended up basically wrestling for a ball that was out of play. And
America number 17. He's higher than that. Ain't no way we 17.
And he started roughing up Freeman in that fracas, and he was shown a red card from the bench, essentially. That was how the last meeting between these teams ended in November in Philadelphia. 2-1.
Oh, they've been in Philadelphia. Every playing to win.
And you can be sure it will be a theme. Paraguay, Australia, Turkey, they all feel that they can physically intimidate this U.S. team, and they're going to attempt to do so. Great ball by Robinson.
And we're going to beat all of them. Hey, here we go. We got this. Here we go, America. Jack Thomas. There we go. It's over. It's over right now. With 30, but how long? How many minutes? They played 60 minutes. 60 more minutes left. This is the first time in the World Cup, Portugal. Yeah, Paraguay. Yeah, let's go. And he a black person store too.
That's the version of Christian Pulisic that everybody knows is there, and even better, just so
Right
lively
there.
down the left-hand side. So
This time, no offside. No offside this time. No offside.
So he runs in behind, finds the space, but gets his head up and just lays a beauty of a ball. The way the pass allows Balogun to take it first time. Excellent position and focus.
Let's go, America!
The goalkeeper is find that far post.
Now don't do no spur shit. Let them come back.
But still, for a striker, you're judged in those moments, and Balogun delivers for the United States.
Here we go again. Look, the route is on.
For Balogun, one of the key additions to this U.S. team.
Key addition.
In Brooklyn, he was raised in England. His parents are from Nigeria.
He born in Brooklyn.
Wanted him, and he could have played for all three of those countries. He chose to play for the United States.
He said he chose to play for his America because he's from Brooklyn. Brooklyn and the Knicks about to win.
And hooked away. And in no small part because of a concerted recruiting process by a lot of U.S. fans via social media a couple of years ago.
Brooklyn, we got Brooklyn in the house. New York is in the house. That's how we doing it.
Can they keep the foot on the gas?
Put them away. Put them away this half, right here. Put them away this half. They told me we don't got no play ranking at 100. You crazy? You at least have one.
I'm looking around this beautiful stadium, just covered in red, white, and blue.
This is the football field. This is LA Rams stadium.
They have been brought to their feet by the performance they have seen on this field. I think there was some question marks. How would this team be received? The whole World Cup. What's the power and the magic of a whole World Cup? Well, we're seeing it. But you're seeing a team that is inspiring those fans. It's early days, but this is what this fan base would have wanted to see. A team that's attacking, that's dynamic, that's scoring goals.
We need one more goal.
The early tests in this World Cup.
Just control it, condition it, control the ball. Like, yeah, gotta keep it up though.
McKinney popping up on the left this time. Gustavo Gomez able to hook it away. U.S. throw.
Now give me that. Let's go. The boy got a car. He got a penalty already. So one more penalty, it can be done. They'll be down to extra man. I know, me too. Wish I was there. At least one of these ones.
As I set up the game, it was about Paraguay taking away the middle. They try to be very compact. But what the U.S. have done is very smart. They've overloaded it with Pulisic coming inside, McKinney playing with freedom.
Robinson from Tillman. A little bit off balance there. Concerus tangle of legs. Pulisic tackles it away. Tillman picks it up. A little pump fake. Tillman trying to find Balogun. On the run first there to the loose ball. And he runs into his own player. He's able to escape the immediate pressure. Richards knocks it away.
Keep the ball in the corner. Keep the ball.
Picks it up from the roll.
Good shift. Good shift. Good shift.
Is an advantage. Balogun. Anthony Robinson.
Good shift, Rob. Good shift. Good play. Good shift.
Slows down there, but he's going to set up for Christian Pulisic, who's created both goals here tonight.
Oh, he got some assists.
Into the middle.
Ah, he almost got another one.
Gets to recycle for Freeman. Didn't have the angle to find McKinney's running the box. Dest hooks it in. McKinney threw a shove to try to create space. Freeman was trying to steer it back to Dest. He's able to control it.
I don't know. We could probably beat one. We probably see my team. They got a lot of defensive players and shit. France.
Two defenders every time he comes approaching tackle.
That's good. He good.
This is day 2 of the World Cup. Tomorrow is when it starts to really get going. It's our first 4-game day, including a triple header here on Fox. Qatar for Switzerland starts it off. We will be in New Jersey. Yes, you heard that right. We will be in New Jersey to watch the 5-time champions Brazil take on the darlings of the last World Cup, Morocco. Then Haiti back in the World Cup for the first time in a half century.
Haiti's playing tomorrow.
For the World Cup for the first time in 4 21st century. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, here on Fox.
I don't know about.
It is going to be a wild atmosphere in New Jersey tomorrow as Brazil take on Morocco. Two teams who,
Oh, that's
in the
5
case
o'clock.
of Brazil, their history, in the case of Morocco, their recent form in the last couple of years, expect and hope to be in New Jersey for the final.
All right, here we go.
In July, McKinney on the deck, stacked away, only as far as Melanie Tillman blocks. That'll spin it behind for a U.S. goal.
So here's that running, because then Serginho Dest. This is what Pulisic's doing on the opposite side. He drops down. That brings his defender Alonso with him. McKennie sees the space. He runs beyond the back line. And now, again, just head up. First time ball into the box. Looking for Tillman. Shot comes off with a deflection.
There we go.
In the U.S. corner. Something I mentioned before. Just look for, sometimes they'll play it short. They look for the top of the box where Anthony Robinson scored that wonder goal against Germany. But set pieces are clearly an area in the U.S. field that can try to find an advantage. Stacking at the back post right now.
Malik Tillman, who was shaken up a couple minutes ago, just before the hydration break, looks to be fine. Swings in the corner. Richards just wide.
That's right.
So this time everybody's at the back post. They free up Reem. He drags a defender with him. Then Richards just beats his man to the ball right around the penalty spot. I think that one was intended for Reem overhead, and boy, that was just past the post of heel. Chris Richards attacks the ball so well in those situations.
He's too tall. He tall. Look, they can't even get the ball caught. They can't even get the ball.
Richards not letting Sanabria get anywhere near that ball, and Dest takes it in the head, back of the head, and he's shaking up. You heard the ooh.
That should hurt.
From the fans here who saw that. Danny Monte, the referee.
Gotta pour some water on your head.
Check on Dest.
That shit gonna hurt in the morning. All right, let's go.
It really is. I mean, it's Los Angeles. You would expect nothing less. But the amount of celebrities who are here to watch the United States, the amount of fans that are here in this building, the places.
I started 9-0, but then I seen it go.
It is the promise of everything we've been hoping for.
Yeah, well, for a minute.
Pochettino.
They haven't happened because they scored a goal. They had to go one more.
There's pressure that comes with that. You don't want to let the country down. You don't want to let your family down. You don't want to
don't let me down. That's right. Don't let the fans down. Let me down. Don't let me down, y'all. Now, if y'all don't win the whole shit, I'm not going to be mad. But I see potential. I see potential. See what y'all got. I think I got some dynamic players. Wherever that ball is, keep doing good. Then y'all got the black. Y'all got some good strikers. They got I don't know. They got some good. We got to see because this team right here, they playing the defense they playing. I seen they playing formation. They playing 4-2. 2-4, 2-2, some type of a different format because there's a lot of players on the court. So they playing. You're not allowed to have
what sort of resilience can they show? What sort of fight can they show?
Now, Matt Freeze's barely had a touch. I think he had his only real touch of the game was 2 minutes in where Paraguay had that chance down on the left-hand side. He has to kind of just tip it to the back post, be alert.
They play some type of format. That 3-4-4 something. They play a defense format.
Especially for a guy like Gibbs. They give us one for the debut.
Let's get pulled back for a foul. Flo Balogun's down in pain.
Yeah, all right, that's a fake. Get up. He's faking it. Right, twice it right up.
Heel had to be alert for that one.
He was almost guessing that time, trying to anticipate the cross. I think he left his near post exposed. Great work from Serginho Dest. He's been lively down this right. Just again, the guy that can beat players off the dribble. Guys like that, it can unbalance an opponent.
Yeah, I mean, most of the players.
It's time to go to the half of the Visa halftime show.
5 more minutes.
At the break, Rebecca and Alexi down 2 on the left of the main with their thoughts on what we have seen.
don't know if stop this.
A lone goal for the U.S. created from a Pulisic cross in the 7th. Pulisic giving the assist on the goal to Flo Balogun at the half-hour mark. Christian Pulisic's 21st.
Notice right now from Christian Pulisic is coming his way, close him down, not dumping the ball back, just recycling. He says, "Give me the ball," faces up his defender, gets him. That's contagious, and that's how the goals have opened because of his relentless running and just that's confidence. Confidence and trust in his ability.
Probably the question for a lot of these guys. What sort of confidence coming in? What sort of momentum would they have coming in? As a team, it looked like they maybe lost some of the momentum in March. Christian Pulisic more than anyone else, it seemed like didn't have much confidence this spring. A career-long goal drought that was ended against Senegal. One of the things he said, though, was, I actually thought it played pretty good this spring. It's just that all he wants to focus on is goals. Leo and Ciso now. It's a great tackle by Freeman. Ream is there. It deflects, but it's going to fall for Pulisic. And he runs right in the traffic, but he's able to keep it. Now here's Dest. Big tackle there by Alex Freeman at a level move. Serginho options for him. That's Weston McKennie, cuts it back into the traffic.
Oh, I thought they scored the goal.
6'6" Freeman able to make himself big and keep the U.S. from grabbing a third. Freeman had to get that right in front of Ciso. Alex Freeman now trying to dance his way in the box. McKennie's offside, can't be involved in the play. Really, really good work by the youngest man in this U.S. team, 21-year-old Alex Freeman.
Yeah, I know. No, he's offside. He's about to see it. That was.
It just feels like freestyle at that moment.
But they clocked him. They clocked him.